created the wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Gon' get your Teflon on, but once we let off this track list, gon' blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound?
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. We've got the Brooklyn Nets facing the Golden State Warriors. Now, here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
Man, after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
Worthy the screen. Granger outside. Worthy down low. And finished off by Worthy.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Duncan with the bucket.
Man, Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Mikan outside for George. Clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And the call. On the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
First team foul.
Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Anthony Edwards is a three-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance. How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Pass to Granger. Puts up a three. The Warriors pull it in.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Worthy on the wing. Dumas. Back to Worthy. Butler with the steal. Stolen by Duncan. And stolen by Butler. Here's George. Duncan with some nice D. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a three-point game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Frazier outside. Pass to Duncan. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Pass to Lanier. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
There's just so much Murphy can do with the ball in his hands. He can score himself when he has to, but finding an open teammate like that is always his first priority.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hangs home the trifecta. Edwards got his second basket of the night. So here's Murphy. Starks with the steal. And Edwards with a clear pass to the basket.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Pass to Bailey. Outside, Murphy. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. Warriors leading by 4. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Starks with it. And it's Miller picking him up. And it's Butler missing. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot? And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Here's Miller. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Lillard from outside. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Warriors?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And stolen by Lillard. Drives to the hoop. And then Lillard slams it in.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Nets trailed by 8. Worthy outside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positionally. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Here's Ryder. Scoreless thus far. Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, huge wingspan, even for that center position. Chandler can throw it down from really anywhere within a few feet of the rim.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Duncan. And Chandler sends it back.
Well, tremendous instincts and great position. Chandler scoping that one the entire way.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Number 1.
Nets trail by 8. Outside Dumars. Frazier outside. Pass to Duncan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Here's Lillard. Second chance shot. Pass to Ryder. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ryder's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And here's Duncan. He's guarded by Chandler. Pass to Granger. For 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Here's Ryder. Worthy pulls it in. Nets trailed by 8. Duncan inside. Got it! Duncan down low.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. It's Gay on the way. On the jam by Rudy Gay.
And Gay, such a terrific athlete, outstanding at rising up and just bringing to him.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Nets.
Substitution on the court.
And the Warriors with possession here. Here's Ryder. 5 on the clock. Unloads. No good from Gay.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Issel. Edwards with the block. And he recovers it. A shot by Issel, no good. Now here's Lillard. Driving inside. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors lead by 12.
Brooklyn.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Left side, George. Pass to Mikan. There's the pick. to the inside. Butler. Granger with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Worthy. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Granger outside. Worthy the screen. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 14. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you talk about athleticism. How easy does PG make it look right there?
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup. Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Granger outside. Got a piece of it. George with the ball. And Granger picks him up defensively. A shot by Starks, no good. Paul George with the steal. The kick outside to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. The open shot, Edwards. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Edwards got 10.
My goodness, Anthony Edwards offensively, he just makes it look easy sometimes.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The kick out to Frazier. Nifty move. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Butler deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Granger.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his third foul so far. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Worthy. Butler with the steal.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Outside, George. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Outside, Edwards. Inside. Driving in. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Edwards, no good on that one.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Warriors leading by 18. Here's Starks, and it's good for 2. Starks has got his first bucket in this one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Miller outside. Pass to Lanier. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nobody near George. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Miller with a wide open look. Trains it from beyond the arc. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19.
The Nets, 26.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Warriors leading by 19 points. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Lillard, right side. Pass to Chandler. Gay outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Bailey. No good from Gay. Nets trailed by 19. Here's McCollum. Warriors with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. Gay outside. Pass to Ryder. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Got to be aware of Gay's passing. He's constantly looking to set up his teammates in their spots.
Lanier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM. And you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Lillard from outside. And he drives in. And Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Brooklyn with the ball. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey there, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Nets. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They have given him the green light to return. They need his presence on the court, even if he's not 100%. We'll see how he handles it. Back to you.
Allie Banks, as always, we appreciate the report.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Out to Chandler. Lillard, right side. There's the drive. A rebound by the Nets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Worthy. Offline from the top of the key. Warriors leading by 22. It's Gay on the wing. Right wing. Chandler a screen. Fires from deep. Ryder no good. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Frazier outside. All alone. Good. He hits the jump shot. And it's the Warriors' ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
as one-sided as it gets today. You know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Stolen by Dumars. Starks with the steal. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Outside for George. Edwards looking it over. Duncan with some nice deep. Three-pointer, Worthy. No good. So we see the Warriors take